Hello and welcome to the first semi-finals of the Midwinter Grand Brawl. Shortly, Griff Redwick and Tyke Meissen will battle it out, who gets into the semis and in the finals. And yeah, we have a couple more minutes maybe to get ready, so we can look at the decks real quick. We have a ban on Tyke Meissen's Jan Calvit spy list. Very powerful list, of course, so worthy ban. He can still play his Necker Consume, his Reset heavy, Control heavy Foltest list, and his Greatswords list, that lacks a lot of control but has a lot of points, well, and Coral for control, but not that much. Redwick's Whispering Hillock, Frost, Ogroid list got banned, so we will see his Swallblood, Ivney, and Jan Calvit list. So I think those lists always get banned for those two people. Redwick playing a lot of monsters, so that's probably his best list, and Tyke Meissen bringing a very good deck with the spy list. So we will hop into the game shortly when both are ready. Yeah, hopefully we won't have any disconnects, as Redwick is struggling a bit with his internet connections, as he's still on a ship near the coast of Australia. And we can look at the matchups real quick. Do we have any consume counters for Redwick? His Ivney list doesn't have any control. His Calvit list might be decent against consume, but he only has, because he can like kill the Ran warriors, but his Viper Witches only do 10 damage, I think. And he has only one Mandrake. And no locks or other resets. So he will be able to play a lot of points if he finds all his slave infantries in the long round, and maybe can bully consume out of round 1. And with him having one reset and maybe being able to kill some Ran warriors with Viper Witches, he might have a decent chance. His Ivney list, of course, can maybe just overpower consume, but as long as there are decent draws for Tyke Meissen, I think he should be fine, as consume is a greater points potential as two sentries and thaw. Swallblood also doesn't look that great against consume. He can set up carryover, of course, and he has weather. But Tyke Meissen can always play in one row and consume units that are on the other rows. So weather shouldn't be too great. But yeah, the Swallblood list also has a decent long round with 2 Marauders and other powerful cards. So yeah, I think that would be a tough matchup for Redwick, or at least like not a super favored one. Yeah, his Fortis list, of course, very great against the Ivney list, because he has so many resets. It's quite vulnerable to bricking. Like, you have to do a lot of thinning and drawing the right cards and thinning out the right cards, so there might be some problems with that. And there's also not the best finisher. There's DJ, but DJ can also sometimes give you not the best stuff. And Redwick can counter the Redanian Knight Alex with some good decoctions, if there is no block for them. But yeah, that should also favor Tyke Meissen. And his Crack and Crate list, of course, develops great carryover, matches the Swallblood list, but I think Greatswords develop more carryover, and Rain is also not great against them as they rely on getting damaged, and if the rain just damages them for free, you'd lose a lot of value from the rain. Of course, Calvit list can just kill the Greatswords if he draws enough Viper Witchers, but with him having, I think, 30 cards in the list, no, 28, he also has to draw the Viper Witchers. So we will see. That should be the Calvit match should favor him. Yeah, so he probably wants to hit Calvit against Greatswords. And I think Ivney should also be decent against Greatswords as it has so many points and also great carryover with the sentries that gets huge in the last round. So maybe what is the weakest deck here? Maybe the weakest deck is Swarblood and you want to get it out first for Redwig and hope you play against Foltest, I guess. Because he only has one lock and the resets aren't that great. You can of course reset the Marauders. But yeah, still be good value for Redwig with the deck. And the carryover is also there, so a good counter to the weak finisher that Tagmeisen has. Well, I say weak finisher, but if he hits DJ into Shani or like Kedweni Knight and stuff like this, or like Stannis into Kedweni Knight, it's like a lot of points. It just has to line up. Okay, we will jump in. No, the game is not quite ready. We have to wait a bit longer. Okay, sorry about that. And we still don't have a game. I might as well restart my Gwent client as sometimes it crashed randomly after being open for a longer time. Or like not the Gwent client crashed, but the spectator client. So hopefully I can capture the game. Okay, they're not playing yet. Yeah, so I think Tyke should have a decent chance with Consume. But maybe he placed his fullest deck. Well, I don't know. I think you usually play the weakest deck first to get it through. If you have only one or two good matchups. But yeah, I think I would play Swarblood first for Redwig and well, if he plays Swarblood first and Tyke plays Consume first, that would be pretty good for him, but if he plays Foltest, Greatswords, I think that should be decent for Redwig. So are they gonna get ready or not? Okay, I think now they jumped into a match. Yes. We can catch the start of it.
I respect
Perfect.
nothing human.
You've got the heart of an uncrit.
Okay, so we will watch from Tagmeisen's perspective, and he brought Greatswords first. So maybe a good decision is it's, I think, one of the weaker lists here and you don't want to play it against Calvit. And this matchup should be pretty interesting, as both have a very nice point potential, but Tyke Meissen has to play a long round to reach those points, so maybe Redwig can force him out of the round. But with plus 9 points, I don't really see Greatswords getting bullied out of a round. You have to go first. Okay, so yeah, he elects to play a ship first, because if he plays Greatswords, the decoction, the Giga Scorpion decoction does 8 damage, so it will die instantly. So does that to protect that. Even though he could have played Greatswords from Crack and Crate, and there would be a 10, so I think he could have gone for that, but we will see about what line of play he chooses here. So, yeah, Redwig is Outlaw in hand, goes for Elzo's double cross into Operator, gets himself 4 sentries now instead of 3. And the Sentry is also very much useless for Tyke Meissen, as he has two spells, or 2 special cards, so this will be a 4 at the end of the game, so he will have to mulligan that away and hopefully not draw it again in round 3. But as he has no real possible bricks, he should be fine with that. Okay, we see the boost decoction coming out here, White Ruffled's decoction for Redwig, as he can't really play the damage one, as he will just damage them evenly, get value on the longship, but the Greatsword will just heal it away. So he will have to probably play out his boost options first and wait until the ships get a bit bigger, so the damage option just the damage decoction just hits the ship.
Sabotage, you'll find yourself below ground.
So you see 1 damage option here, and you see it hits 2 Greatswords, and this will just be healed away, so 4 less points there for Redwig, but he also has to thin out his decoctions because he is running a thaw list, so he wants to decrease the chance of bricking his Merc chain into decoctions. So we will see Recon Scout into another Saboteur here, thin out more stuff, and okay, I think he only hit 1 Greatswords now, so that's pretty good for him. Doesn't lose that much value, but Tyke Meissen is also very much ahead and can go ahead and play Spy now, reverse the coin flip, and reversing the coin flip with plus 9 points and having 4 engines already on the board. This looks to be quite tough for Redwig.
You, my friend, always.
There are still like amazing cards for Tyke Meissen here. He drew pretty well. He has all his golds in hand. He has Jenga. He has Scoia'tael into Herald. So I think he can go easily out on even. He also has Coral for any big boost targets. And I think Redwig maybe didn't draw too well. He thinned out most of his decoctions now, but he has 2 last wishes in hand. You usually want to have less maybe. But yeah, now he gets a thaw chain going. So 1, 2, 3 cards already, 4 cards with the Merc. And hopefully for him he finds a thaw. Or scout into another Merc. So if he finds thaw here, this will be amazing value. Yeah. Like 27 maybe? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 18 plus the 9 of thaw is 27. Yeah, pretty good guess. So very nice points for him. And of course most of the boost landing on Isengrim is also pretty good because it can't be Corrid, as Coral can only transform bronzes or silvers into the Jade figurine. But with Tyke getting 3 points passively each turn from the longship and the Greatswords also growing by 3 points, he can easily catch up. Just calculated if he is able to play his last Greatsword out to have all engines on, because the Greatswords will rather, or the low Greatsword will rather be useless later. So yeah, we see him just getting
Let me get
astronomical
up.
points.
Well, Fred,
The longship even ticking for 2 theoretically, because the damage
There
on the
will be no
greatsword gets healed, and the
negotiation.
greatsword's ticking for 2 every 2 turns, so those two combos are 3 points a turn, so we're looking at 9 points a turn. Even with the most massive thaws and
I like the way you
boosting
die.
Wilmer here, there won't be a chance for Redwick to get out of this round without losing on even, or being down 2 cards and winning. So yeah, he's just thinking about the last decoction. He can already not keep up here. Thaigmeisen could pass, but I think he just wants to keep going, grow his greatswords as big as possible. This will be an 18 soon. If he plays one more turn, this as well. Tai can even go ahead and play his Sentry out here, because it's still a 12, because you're getting 9 points a turn. So yeah, and in case there's any big play from Redwick, he still has Coral for 18 points plus the 9 a turn, or Deadlift. Okay. He elects to pass here, as he only has
Go!
really good cards in hand. And he's gaining a massive amount of points over turn, so he's still ahead, so yeah, Redwick has to play another card. And being 3 cards down against greatswords that are at 18 strength. Or like, this will be at 18 soon. And with Thaigmeisen having restore and 2 golds, this is yeah, I think zero chance for Redwick to win here. So we will see another thaw. This should be enough though. Yeah, this will be enough. And yeah, well, Thaigmeisen will just play out his Sentry here now, because Redwick will insta pass, and then he will have 2 cards more in round 2 with amazing strengthened units. Yeah. Gets basically everything he wants. Maybe could get Sigtrilfa as well, but there's no real need to it.
Don't leave me here.
Okay.
Have strength, my love.
Redwick playing Hattori into Thaw here. And presenting the best Coral target
Bow
in
before a modern
existence
Freya.
ever.
I once lopped off 3 heads with one blow. Go!
Okay, he's just trying to 2-0 maybe, because he thinks Thaigmeisen might have kept the Sentry
I'm gonna
to
bang
play
Keith's
after an
nose
instant
back.
pass. So maybe he sees this as his only chance. No. Okay, I don't know why he would pressure here with those 2 cards. Maybe just to force out Coral. But now this greatsword is even bigger for the last round, so I don't know. There's also not really a chance of Thaigmeisen running out of Freyas.
That might even be amusing.
So yeah, Coral is out now, but he can mulligan the Sentry now, and he will have more than 20 points a card. Okay, that's not ideal. The Corsair will only be like 12 points with
Bow
raising the
before
ship,
modern Freya.
but that's still no problem.
I once lopped
So we
off
see
3
21
heads
points
with
here.
one blow.
Greatswords will even
Hey,
tick 2
Admiral
times
and
probably with the ship.
You've sailed into troubled waters,
And
mate.
yeah. Nothing more really to say here. We see 48 points for Redwick and 2 cards, which is of course very impressive.
Modern Freya is patient,
Very nice
but
late
she
game
brooks
for this
no
deck.
insult.
So since
I
the
once
0,
lopped off 3 heads
but
with one blow.
Thaigmeisen easily being able to match that with 2 more cards in hand. Yeah, GG. Nice game. I think yeah, Redwick just playing too low tempo with the decoctions at the start, and then Thaigmeisen could reverse the coin flip and get away with a great round 1 and losing 3 cards up. So still great. So GG to both opponents. And it's 1-0 for Thaigmeisen now.